We are Pro Cannabis Media.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I've totally lost control of this show. I'm Jimmy Young, the founder of Pro Cannabis Media, but I'm really happy to welcome in everybody who wants to be on this show into the Zoom room. We're calling it a Zoomgasm, but this show is actually Cannabis Chat Live. We do it every Friday from 4 to 6. In theory, it's the Green Rush with David Rabinovitz, who is back with us. David, good to see you. Thank you very much. Why don't you introduce the others in the room now, because the people that were here for a half an hour wanted to stay. We allowed them to stay. So Introduce the newcomers to our cannabis forum today.
So I will in a moment. So as most of you who watch the show regularly know, we have our 4:30 to 5 segment, which is kind of like a warm up to really get everybody going. Then we have the hour long. The 4:30 to 5 segment today was great. And we asked all three of those guests if they can hang with us. And now we're just going to combine the whole group. And we've got three great guests to add in. And I'm going to let each one of them introduce themselves. Amanda is a pro. She covers great stories out of Chicago, truly a broadcaster. I mean, a real professional, not like somebody like me that Jimmy just happened to find. Portia, very much into social equity. We have Grant Smith Ellis, and I need a little bit of assistance from everybody else today. I'm going to strike it up. Today is Grant's birthday. So a very quick happy birthday.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Born day, Grant.
Happy birthday to you.
Birthday.
Happy
See you,
birthday,
Marie.
dear Grant. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
There you go.
Grant is the newly appointed president of the Massachusetts Cannabis Reform Coalition, MassCan.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Grant. That's great.
Newly reformed. Newly reformed.
So, anyway,
I like it. I like it.
What we're talking about today is social equity.
Well, you forgot one person. Introduce Portia too. She's the only one you didn't talk
I
to.
thought I did. I'm sorry, Portia. Portia, out of Illinois, correct?
Currently,
And she's
my
got her
dispensary is in Oregon.
ties over there. So Portia is the co-chair of the Minority Access Committee for the Cannabis Business Association of Illinois. That's a mouthful. Social Equity Racial Justice Chair, and also active with the Oregon Retailers of Cannabis Association, and then owns Coffee Pot Dispensary.
Yes, got my
Love
little
it.
mug here. Coffee pot.
I love it.
Now it
So
says coffee pot. Wait a second. Coffee pot isn't spelled that way.
It's like cough. Like,
It's like C-O, so it's truly COUGHIE, right?
yes.
I
like
love
it's
that.
coffee, because it's coffee pot.
I
love that.
get it.
I love that.
Very
I love it.
creative. Very good.
I love it.
True.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, go ahead, David. It's your hour, baby. David.
Froze.
Power cord.
Oh, did he
Call-
freeze?
calling-
Yeah, he's frozen.
Well,
power
just
cord.
when I was ready to throw it to him and take the rest of the hour off. Right?
Warm up.
Okay, let's start. I want to start with Amanda. Okay, just because David says she's a professional broadcaster. So I'm going to ask her to give us a little flavor for what is going on in the Illinois and specifically in the Chicago market when it comes to social equity, because I am reading that there have been a few issues. Is that accurate?
Yeah. So I cover Illinois politics, and that also has turned into a pot story. And that's why I'm on your program, because I have been covering it. It has been just over a year since recreational weed's been legal in Illinois. And in some aspects, people would say that it has gone remarkably well. The expectation is that it didn't happen this year, but that by next year, weed sales will be more than for booze. And that, of course, is bringing in money to state coffers that Illinois really desperately needs and wants. But when it comes to such social equity, I actually had the opportunity to interview Portia previously. And the same day that I interviewed her, I interviewed another individual who is Portia will talk about, I think, having issues getting a license to do anything in Illinois' marijuana industry, be it cultivation, transportation, or of course, getting a dispensary license. And there were big promises made for social equity. I mean, that was really what you had Governor J.B. Pritzker and all of the politicians promising, that was the objective of going forward and making weed legal in Illinois. And instead, it is still an all-white male industry. The person that I interviewed the day that I first met Portia described it, and I really like this term, as a cluster jug. So there you go. That's a broadcast TV appropriate word to describe how things are going in Illinois when it comes to social equity. It is a cluster jug.
Pro Cannabis Media programming is available live and on demand on our Facebook page at Pro Canna Media, on Instagram at Pro Cannabis Media, on LinkedIn also at Pro Cannabis Media, on YouTube and YouTube Live on Pro Cannabis Media, Twitter at Pro Canna Media, and on twitch.tv/Pro Cannabis Media. So like, share, and subscribe to all of our content, newsletters, and shows live or on demand.
We are Pro Cannabis Media.